Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and if you like my vibe, subscribe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you fragrances that I think would be nice to wear for weddings from my collection. I was thinking, if I were a bride in these different situations, what would I pick from my collection? So let's just get started. I'm going to go over the ones that I have seen in a few other videos so we can just get those out of the way. Okay, first is Oscar de la Renta Bella Rosa. And this fragrance, I would say for a spring, summer, traditional kind of bridal scent. It is very, very soft, but it's got pink pepper in it, a soft rose, and it is a powdery fragrance, but not a overly powdery fragrance. Think fresh powder. And I was thinking of what scent, when I think of bridal perfumes, I think of feminine, floral, romantic, classy, delicate, alluring. Those are the words that come to my mind when I think of a fragrance for a wedding. And this is, and I also thought of the bottle, because you know, you're doing your wedding pictures, you want a cute bottle to reflect, you know, your personality. So I would say this one again is soft rose, powdery, floral, very traditional fragrance for a traditional bride. Okay, I've seen this one talked about a couple of times also, and this is Signorina by Salvatore Ferragamo. And look at that bottle. That bottle is so pretty. This is a soapy, floral, a little spicy, kind of a musky fragrance. This I would also say springtime for your, I wouldn't say this would be for a, let's say, girl next door type of bride. That's what I think of when I smell this. It's very pretty, it's very feminine, and it's, I would say, yeah, an easy fragrance. You're not high maintenance, and the bottle is pretty, it's girly. So this is what I would choose for kind of your girl next door, not too high maintenance bride. And that is Signorina Salvatore Ferragamo. And y'all know what's coming. This is Delina by Perfumes de Marly. Oh, I can see in my ring light how much I've used. Sorry, distraction. This is just a beautiful woman, okay? You could wear this anytime, any season, day or night. It's rose, it's rhubarb, it's rosy, it's sharp, it's fresh, it's feminine, it's sexy. Yeah, this one I would say, I think any type bride would want this one, because it, look at the bottle, it's pretty, it projects well. I wouldn't think a lot of other people would be wearing it to your wedding, so you'd be different. So Perfumes de Marly, it's like a classic. Delina is, when you say bridal scents, this is in everybody's, and mine too. So let's go ahead and get Elena Exclusive. Now this one, I wouldn't say, this to me is a, I would say, fall winter wedding or an evening wedding. To me, this is it's even sexier to me than the original Delina. It has that rose, it has creaminess, it has a little bit of oud. It's a little powdery. Oh my goodness. Yes, this one I would say fall, winter, or an evening wedding, and you would just, people could smell you as you're walking down the aisle, because this sillage is a beast. It's not delicate, but to me this is for a bride who knows, you know, she's very confident, like she's not demure and delicate. She's walking down the aisle like, yes, I'm in my fabulous dress with all my crystals. I got my makeup laid, and y'all, this bride has entered the building. This is what this fragrance gives me. Love it. Parfums de Marly Elena Exclusive. Okay, another fragrance I've seen in quite a few, but I agree with it, is YSL Mon Perry. And this is just a girly fragrance. This is, to me, the bride that's a girly girl. The bride who loves pink, and she's like telling her groom and the groomsmen, you're going to have pink bow ties, and pink is, you're going to have access of pink. It's going to be my wedding, so deal with it. This is this is what I get from this. It's very bubbly, it's effervescent, it's fruity. It's got patchouli in it. And this is one also for me that it lasts a long time. It has it projects well. It leaves a beautiful trail in the air. So this is for my girly girl who loves, you know, pink, and her wedding is just, you're gonna see elegance, where you're gonna see those girly girl touches, you know, at the venue and for the reception. You're going to see her girly girl attitude come through. So Mon Perry by YSL. Woo! Y'all, almost dropped my Delina. Can't do that. Okay, my next one, I can't remember if I've seen this in a few, but I would think it would be. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and talk about this one too. It is Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. This is peony rose. It's a very fresh floral scent. It's very delicate. I would say this is my demure bride who, you know, she doesn't want to wear, she doesn't usually wear a lot of fragrance, but she wants something special with the cute bottle. It's very pretty, pink juice, very, very pretty bottle. And she wants just a delicate fragrance on. And this to me is also could be considered a traditional fragrance for a wedding to me, because it's floral, it's fresh, but it's very soft, feminine, and delicate. So this is my, what number am I on? I'm supposed to go by numbers too, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is my 6. So this is my 6th pick for a bridal perfume, Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. Okay, so these are the ones that I have not heard people talk about, but I thought they would work for different brides, for different weddings in my collection. So I'm going to start off with Ariana Grande Ari. Now, this is not it's a cutesy bottle for your pictures, but you might, I don't know. Well, if you're a bride like Elle Woods, you wouldn't mind this in your wedding pictures. This is for my glamorous bride. This is for my young glamorous bride who likes to smell sweet. And this is marshmallow and fruit. It's a fruity, warm marshmallow fragrance to me. And when I smell it, I immediately think sweet and glamorous. So this is what I picture for maybe a nighttime younger bride. And men like this fragrance that I've heard. I've received compliments from wearing this fragrance. So the groom, I don't think would have a problem with it. And this is for my fun, young, glamorous bride. And that is Ari by Ariana Grande. Now for my nighttime, evening weddings, and for my bride, you know, some women just want a sexy fragrance all the time, period. Point blank, period. That's what they want to wear. That's what they want to smell like all the time. So why would that change on their wedding day? You know, if that's your preference, you want to smell like that on your wedding day too. So for a nighttime, evening, or fall wedding, I chose Signorina Mysterio by Salvatore Ferragamo. This is, to me, whipped cream and berries. This is sexy. The name fits, Mysterious Woman. I can see nighttime wedding with sparkling, beautiful lights. You know, this might be a bride who doesn't have the traditional dress, but she has a kind of a daring dress, and she's walking down the aisle like, I know I look hot in my wedding dress, and I know I am smelling just alluring. This is what I get, the type of vibe I get for this bride who would wear Signorina Mysterio. And I love this fragrance. It's a good one, y'all. Check that one out. And let's keep with the nighttime wedding, but in this one I chose for my very elegant bride. You know, she wants everything is traditional, it's very elegant. You know, her hair is up. She's very sophisticated. And I chose Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle for this. And when I first smell this, and still to this day, this is a very elegant, sexy fragrance to me. It's vanilla, it's pear, it's vetiver, and it doesn't smell very young to my nose. I wouldn't see like a very elegant, sophisticated woman wearing this for her wedding, if it's an evening wedding, if it's in the cooler months. And that's what I envision. And the bottle, that would look gorgeous in pictures. Okay, look at that bottle. That's why I wanted this fragrance in the first place. And I blind bought it, praying and hoping it would smell good. And I'm glad I like it because I wanted the bottle. Okay, so those were my night, evening, fall scents. So let's go next for the princess. You know, you have the girl, and I like watching that, what's that show? I'll watch it on YouTube sometimes, the little clips. Finding the perfect wedding dress, whatever it is. And that's what I got the idea to do this video, even though I've seen quite a few. That's what made me want to do it, because I do like watching that show. Find your perfect wedding dress or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So this is for the princess bride. This is the one with the big, you know, poofy train, just very traditional. You know, you have the princess cut. You have the big tiara. You just are the princess bride. And so what better fragrance to have for a princess bride than House of Sillage Tiara? And this, for one thing, that bottle would look beautiful in pictures. This is just an elegant, classy, beautiful, romantic, to me, vanilla, powdery, musky fragrance. You can wear it anytime. You can wear anything, anytime, anywhere. Wear what you want. You know, you bought it. It's you. You do what you want to do. But for this setting, I would say this could be anytime. It is just, it's a timeless fragrance to me. And when I had my brother smell this, like I said in a previous video, he says, oh yes, this is how I imagine a princess would smell. So who wouldn't want to smell like a princess on the day of your wedding when you're dressed like a princess? So love this House of Sillage Tiara. Okay, we're getting down to the end. I don't have a full bottle of this yet, but I'm going to throw it in here. Love is in the air. It would be beautiful too, you know, it's the cupcake like the tiara. This one to me is a very romantic fragrance. I can see this in the fall. It's plum, vanilla, woody, musky. Yes, I can see this in the fall, at a fall wedding, in the air. And this is for maybe, it's not to me a dressy fragrance, but it's for me the bride who wants to smell nice, but it's not just, you know, everybody's not a fragrance lover. Some people don't think, oh my goodness, perfume. But on your wedding day, you want to smell great. You want to not have to reapply all the time. And for the most part, I gave you fragrances that you don't have to reapply often. You know, you spray it before the ceremony, and then some of these you don't have to touch up at all, but some you touch up during the reception. This one, you wouldn't have to touch up. But that muskiness makes me think a fall wedding. Plum, the vanilla. And I can see any type of bride liking this, but maybe one who, like I said, she doesn't hoard and buy a lot of fragrance, but she wants something extra special for her day. And she might say, I'm going to splurge and I'm going to get this for my wedding day fragrance. And I don't think you have a lot of people wearing the House of Sillage, so you stand out at your wedding. All right, let's go with traditional. Again, when I smell this fragrance, it makes me think of a wedding. So that's why I put it in here. And that's Michael Kors Glam Jasmine. Yes, to me, this is just, you have white floral jasmine, you have black currant. This would be a bride who loves florals, but when I smell this, I think of a wedding. So it's that floral, traditional fragrance that you think of for me when I'm thinking of a traditional wedding fragrance. This is one I would put in that category. And this lasts a long time. The sillage is good. It projects well. So yeah, I would say this is a traditional wedding fragrance. Michael Kors Glam Jasmine. Okay, y'all, I have 3 more to go. I think I had like 14 in this video. So this is for, I thought of fall also, but someone who likes the fruity vanilla fragrances, who likes to smell, you know, just alluring. I love this. Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. This is berries, rose, and musk. You smell, oh my goodness. You smell alluring. I can see someone that, a bride who doesn't, you know, not like the Signorina who's coming out in a sexy dress. This is just a tad, you know, tad bit. Maybe she has a little fitted corset with her gown, and it's in the fall, it's a little cold. Maybe she has a little muff or something. I've seen that. And this is just, you're walking down the aisle and you smell berries and rose and vanilla and musky and woody. It just smells so good. And I can see her wearing this, and like the bottle is gorgeous for pictures. Miss You're Absolutely Blooming, can't go wrong. So this next one is one I was, what bride would wear this? And I was thinking, maybe not the girl next door, but let's say you're outside You're the laid back casual bride. You don't wear dresses. That is not your thing. But on this day, you're gonna wear a pretty dress, but it's gonna be, let's say, on a beach or just a backyard wedding. Very simple. And you're not one who loves fragrance, but you want to smell very nice and very pretty on your wedding day. So I chose for that Cartier Basili Rose. I just love this. This is feminine. It's got that, it's just lily, raspberry, and freshness. And it's pretty enough to wear to a wedding. Like, especially if it's a casual wedding. The bride is just, and this has a little powderiness to it too. The bride is just, she doesn't have an overly glamorous dress. She just has a simple dress. Maybe if she wants a little glitz, since it is a special day, one of those cute little belts. And she just wants to smell airy and pretty. This is what this gives me. And I think it would be a lovely, just lovely. I love this. A lovely fragrance for that type of bride. So my last fragrance for your wedding day is Fiore by Giorgio Armani. This is just ultra, this could be girly girl too, but this is ultra feminine, a sophisticated, sweet fragrance. But when I smell, I just think you're just so feminine. And you know, on your wedding day, that's one of you're dressed the most feminine, usually the brides, the most feminine you've ever been. You know, you're in a beautiful white dress, you're dressed, it's just a very feminine affair. You have your flowers you worked on, your makeup, everything. And so this is gorgeous to me for pictures also. I love the color of this bottle, this pastel pink. One more time. Yes, it's just your sweet, light, feminine fragrance. It can give me that a little bubblegum, but it's not like cheap, it's not childish. It's very feminine, powdery, sweet vanilla fragrance. Beautiful, and I think it would make a nice wedding day fragrance. Okay, that was a lot, but this was fun for me. Like I said, I like watching that show. I wish I could remember the name of it, where you're picking your wedding dress and you have, you know, the bridal shop in New York. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it though. Clyde, whatever it is. But this was fun for me. And it's fun to think, you know, what would you wear on your wedding day? I think I know what I would wear on my wedding day. It would be one of those Delinas, depending on the season. Tiara. Yeah, it just depends, you know, but I could see myself actually wearing all of these. That's why I chose them. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below telling me what you wore on your wedding day, what you imagine wearing on your wedding day, or what you think of the fragrances I chose for different brides for different weddings. Whew. Please share this video, you all. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by September, hopefully by September 1st. Y'all help me reach every milestone. Please continue to help me. Share this video with anyone you think who would enjoy it and like it. Please turn your notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. And as I always say, if you liked my vibe, subscribe, and until next time, bye.